Launches the YouTube live feed. So oh. Chats there. What's our actual meeting? There it is. All right, and record to the cloud.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 271 of Pitted Action and Manny V.
You're so calm. What's up, everybody? Thanks for chiming in one more time. Here we are with episode 271. Holy shit. Yeah, we got a full load on our hands tonight, Jackson.
Yes, we do. So let's get into it. First and foremost, shout outs. My shout out goes to whoever that was driving the silver Prius on my way here to Manny's place. It was right behind me, getting ready to turn onto Balboa Avenue down in San Diego. He honked his horn at me, and I had a slight road rage moment. And very New Jersey road rage. I threw out the one finger salute. And then once on I-5, he was kind enough to pull up, honk again, wave to me, throw me the peace sign. I'm not sure who it was, but it was obviously a fellow bodyboarder. And I apologize for giving you the bird, but the way you assholes drive around here in San Diego, especially on the 5, you're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
I can understand that.
Yeah, New Jersey road rage combined with Southern California freeway traffic, bad combination.
Oh my goodness.
I don't encourage me.
Shout outs on my end go to Miguel Torres, Mike Torres from Rosarito. He's a bodyboarder that won the event this weekend, the Baja Surf Club Invitational in San Miguel in Northern Baja. And yeah, he got probably one of the biggest waves of the final and absolutely blew it. So
he looked cold. They all looked
it
cold.
was freezing.
Wow, they were bundled up. You would have expected them to be trudging through snow instead of sand.
So yeah, he even though he blew the best wave to come in through the final, he still had 2 solid waves to actually claim the win. So yeah, congrats Mike Torres, Miguel Torres, and also huge thank you because he was one of my witnesses along with my uncle who lives in Baja as well. They both were my witnesses for me to take that final step to get my Mexican ID card. So Mike and Theo Rudy, thank you so much. I'm really excited about that coming together. So again, Mike Torres holding it down.
Nice. All right, now let's get into the thick of things. Bodyboarding news. Lots to go over this week. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth on the news stuff. First and foremost, we wanted to touch base on the seedings for the 2024 IBC World Tour. Some interesting things to make note of. Maybe Manny will be able to pull it up. First and foremost, with the women's, former 2-time world champion Alexandra Rinder is no longer seated in the top seeding for the women's world tour. Manny has it on screen. Isabella Souza, 5-time women's world champion, also out of the seeding, and Valentina Diaz out as well.
That's crazy, especially Isabella has been in that top seed for the longest time, and I mean, just to see them dropping out of the top seed doesn't mean we're not going to see them. They just won't be in the main event when
Yeah.
the show gets underway.
And if you scroll through, you'll be able to see the actual top 8 for the women's.
I think it's on the next one.
Yeah, bear with us. We didn't exactly pull it up prior to the show.
Well, I mean, we got the top men's, we got the top drop meters, but I think the way they had it structured was kind of weird anyways. It wasn't on us. But
I know they have the top seeding for the men's, women's, and drop knee.
Want us to go down?
Well, we'll stop here on the top 8 for the drop knee first.
Okay.
Of course, 10-time drop knee world champion Dave Hubbard as the top seeding. Number 2 seeding goes to Sammy Martino, the 4-time drop knee world champ. Maz in 3rd spot. You know what? I have to give Amaury Laverne a lot of credit. His drop knee riding has come a long way in the past decade. You know, at first it seemed like he was just playing around with drop knee, but he's become a very serious drop knee rider. And he's in that 3rd spot. So Maz is definitely a contender. Yeah, you can't sleep on Maz.
Well, you mentioned a pretty cool fact before we went online about the world title. Who has been holding on to that world title for the last 12 years?
The last 12 years, it's been all Dave Hubbard and Sammy Martino. The last rider to win the drop knee world title that wasn't from Kauai, Sasha Specker from South Africa.
Yeah, and before that,
the year before, Damian King won the drop knee world title in Puerto Rico to become the first bodyboarder in our sports history to win world titles in both the men's and the drop knee. He's 2-time men's champion from 2003 and 2004. And with that 2011 drop knee title, he stands alone as the only one to ever win both. But I wouldn't put it past Dave. I wouldn't put it past Sammy. Maz has already got a couple world titles in the men's division. Who knows? We could see him pull it off. But that's something these guys have been chasing for years. We get to see somebody win both the men's and the drop knee world titles in the same year. We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, I mean, all of these guys have the ability to do that. I thought Ma's going to be able to pull it off one year, but unfortunately, again, the Kauai riders were just dominating.
Just running through the remainder of the top 8, Ian Campbell ranked 6th. This was another piece of news we were looking at. Ian Campbell has withdrawn from competing on the World Tour to focus on personal business endeavors and his family. And I'd like to wish Ian the best of luck. I've been fortunate enough to travel with him over the years for World Tour events. I consider Ian a good friend, and I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, we'll reach out to him and see, catch up with Ian. So, yeah, I mean, the 2 Frenchmen are part of that contingent that is looking very strong for 2024.
Yeah, we've got a couple of Frenchmen on the drop knee seeding. And then when we get to the men's seeding, you'll really see what I'm talking about.
We didn't finish with the ladies yet. We knew who got knocked out, but we should mention who's in the top 16 now. Teresa Miranda. I thought she was from Portugal, but she's holding the Canary Island flag down. I stand corrected. Who was I thinking of? There probably was another Teresa, but these 3 riders are I'm really excited to see the Japanese rider who unfortunately, and I'm ashamed of it, haven't heard of her yet, but Namika Yamashita apparently is under the tutelage of
Aoi Koike.
Woo!
Japanese pioneer and legend.
Yeah, so we have Aoi from the old school days and Neymara from the old school days having their proteges up in the top seeds for the women's division. Pretty exciting.
Well, I wouldn't really call Luna Hardman her protege. She's Neymar Carvalho's daughter,
Okay.
and former junior women's world champion. And now Luna and her mom are both in the top 5 in the women's seeding. And Neymar has not only got to fend off the usual suspects, now she's got to fend off her daughter at contests too.
Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. Let's get over to the men's division then.
All right, there you have it. Obviously, at the top, our current world champion, Tanner McDaniel, followed by two-time world champ PLC and two-time world champ Tristan Roberts. Number 4 is the man I want everybody to keep an eye on this year. Ethan Capdeville, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, seeded 4th, is one of a handful of young Frenchmen. Not that's aside from Maz and PLC. Yeah, there's a handful of young guys I was talking about last year in making a mark on the World Tour. I'm saying it right now, going on the record, Ethan Capdeville is a potential world title contender, and I would not be surprised to see him walk away with the title this year.
Wow, that's a pretty brave statement, pretty bold statement.
I have no problem giving this kid high praise. He earned it this past season. He earned that number 4 spot, and we'll see what he does with it.
I mean, I'm looking at the list. The Chileans also have a pretty strong team showing up. Not only in the top 16, but on the tour. Moises Silva, he's always looking, super strong and not afraid. And as well as Matias Diaz, those two Chileans, along with Sasha, but Moises and Matias, they have that consistency as Sasha's been there, through and through. This could be the year for Sasha. Who knows? I mean, he's always lacking that one little thing to get him past over the hump. But I mean, all of these riders in the top 16 have a shot at it.
And I've been saying this for the past decade. With the quality of riders and the quality of waves in Chile, it's only a matter of time before we see a Chilean world champion.
Yeah.
We'll see if one of these guys can pull it off this year. But they're in the mix. They've got a shot.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at all the names. This is actually going to be a very fun world tour to watch in 2024. So you're saying Ethan Capdeville. I'm going to say probably that one of the for consistency wise, I don't know. Tanner might come back, do a back to back.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past Tanner. But you have to keep in mind in the top 16, you've got 7 world champions in the mix, including Dave Hubbard and Sammy Martino, who we mentioned previously. And I'm really looking forward to this year. I can almost guarantee the action out in the water at these World Tour events is going to be hot, heavy, fast, furious, whatever adjectives you want to use. Get your popcorn.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one across all divisions too. So I'm really excited. We didn't even touch on the juniors, but that's always exciting to watch because they're performing at the pro level. Whenever we see these videos come onto the social media, so very stoked, I'm very excited.
Yeah, the junior division is basically showcasing the future of the sport, and the level of talent with these kids, mind blowing.
Yeah. So we got that. Covered the IBC seeding for 2024. Let us know in the comments who your favorite is going to be. I didn't really pick one. I'm going for one of the Chileans. That's what I'm saying right now. Is Chile is hungry, and it's time for Chile to hold that world title trophy up above their heads. So, and then for the female, gosh, I don't know. We didn't pick one for the female.
Oh, we didn't pull up the top seeding arrangement for the women.
No, we didn't. But I'll probably say Luna has a pretty good shot if she's consistent.
Honestly, my money's on Luna.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Luna and her mom, Neymar, battling it out all the way to the end of the season.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting to watch them end up in the same heat. And knowing Namara, she's not gonna hold back against her daughter.
Oh, hell no. Neymar is a true spirited competitor.
Yeah,
Family or not, she's going for the win.
yeah. All right. So we touched on a couple things here. What do we got next?
We also wanted to mention that yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and at Salt Creek there was a memorial for the passing of Evan McMillan. He passed away 1 year ago. They did a paddle out in the morning, and later on in the day they did a candlelight vigil. And to everybody that was close friends and with him and to Evan's family. Um, your presence in the California bodyboarding community is sorely missed.
Yeah. I mean, we met him briefly, but from all the love that's been given to him, it was obvious he was a staple up in that area.
I only knew him a little bit from the California Bodyboarding Alliance tour events, but you know what? Super cool guy, very professional. He had a bright future ahead of him that was cut way too short.
Yeah. So shout out to I know Goody up in Ulster. He's he misses him more than anybody. But yeah, thank you guys for the shout out or the just
Just
another day.
the respect, paying tribute, showing respect, and yeah.
Yeah. All right. Live on, Evan.
Live like Evan. LLE.
So I got some more Boog news.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, Pipeline patrons, you guys are going to get a link to the Zoom interview. We're going to catch up with Ayaka Suzuki Crilly and Matt Crilly. So they're both going to chime on tomorrow via Zoom, 6 p.m. their time, which is going to put us at 8 p.m. here in Los Angeles. So if you guys want to be a part of it, Pipeline patrons, you're going to get that link to be a part of it. And if not, it's going to be recorded, uploaded for the rest of the patrons. The audio version, of course, for our lowest tier, and then the video for both the Pipeline and I believe it's Off the Wall. So T Street, you're going to get the audio. Off the Wall patrons, you're going to get the video, and Pipeline patrons, come on board and be a part of it live. That'll be fun. Couple things we're going to touch base with them is their new sponsor, their new bodyboard sponsor, and Ayaka's pregnancy. Like, how's she going and how's she bodyboarding when she looks like she's ready to have the baby at any moment?
Yeah, the video clips of her riding Drop Me full on preggers is just mind boggling.
Yeah, so that's coming up. Pretty stoked to catch up with that.
But I will say this, I'm all about the mind blowing and the mind boggling these days. It keeps me entertained.
Well, that's a perfect segue, I think, for what's coming up next.
Yes. Now we have the Boog Life video of the week. And I'm not even going to talk through this one because it's heavy. It's Manea Fabish at Chopu. I'll let Manny cue it up and let it roll.
Oh my God. We're just gonna watch this. This is freaking amazing. The bottom turned for like 20 seconds.
All right, I lied. I am going to talk a little bit. There was a point in my life during my younger days where I really wanted to try my hand at choke. Nowadays, I look at chokes and I just shake my head and say, no fucking way.
Ready? Where you see he's right there.
Not where you want to be.
I thought it was the end of the clip, but there's more. Oh my God. Talk about backdooring the section.
Yeah. That would be it for all.
Oh my God. Ah. Oh.
So heavy.
Oh. See his body just getting flung. Oh. Whoa.
There it is.
I wanted to actually get this jacket over here. Can I on that? I want that jacket. So we bodyboard expect a message from me. All right, yeah, that was sick. Comments? No comment.
No comments
Oh my
necessary.
gosh, you're right. That was freaking amazing. What I'll do right now on the YouTube chat, I will drop you Manea's uh YouTube channel so you can go subscribe and go get more of that kind of stuff if you're into it. It's pretty amazing. Tahiti, it's just mind blowing, and having guys like that not hold back, it's pretty crazy.
Most definitely. And with all that said and done, we're already at the end of the show. Time for our weekly motivation. This week's motivation, a quote from somebody I have very high respect for and love working for, Master Craftsman Peter PMA Anaya. And the quote goes out to you as such: no blah blah, just make it happen.
Perfect. I'll take it. And with that, we're out.
All right. See you next week.